I have passed the place a million times. The old appliance store stood untouched, buried in decades of mold and weeds. No one ever entered as it was a very uninteresting place to the public. However, that only made me more curious as to what was really there. One evening I was talking to my friends, and one of them suggested we explore an abandoned house located in a sketchy area of our neighborhood. I made a counter-argument and opted to explore the old abandoned appliance store. My friends eventually agreed to this request. We decided to go at first dark. When we did get there, it was pitch black and we couldn't see much of anything through the windows. We tried the front door, but it would not budge. We walked around a little bit and eventually came across another door to which we were able to open. Once we were in, my nose was instantly hit with the horrid smell of decay and decades worth of dust. We ventured deeper into the building, flashlights in hand, and found the main store area easily. We split up and opted to meet up outside at a certain timing. As I scanned the area, I noticed broken brooms and a rusty washing machine and its label completely faded from the years of neglect. As I continued to look around, I noticed that in the middle of the store there was oddly just one lone vacuum cleaner. It was a Dyson Dc15, which was a long-retired machine from decades ago. The machine looked tattered and neglected. Its once vibrant yellow and gray colors had turned into an ugly shade of green. Its plastic body was cracked, and it was obvious how unsettling it looked. As I continued to look at the once luxurious piece of vacuum history, I jumped as I thought I heard a faint circuit motor sound echo through the store around me. I soon decided to explore around a little more. I soon stumbled upon what was once an office, likely the manager's quarters. I saw nothing but scattered papers, and soon saw the remains of Hoover vacuum cleaner handle. But in the right corner of the room, I saw a notebook labeled Diary. I looked into it, curious as to its content. However, as soon as I read, each page got more and more disturbing, with one page stating the Hoover must be smashed, as I believe it has become alive at night. This honestly made me a bit disturbed, but even more disturbing. As I began to leave the office, I suddenly heard a noise. It was like someone rolling a suitcase on concrete. I called out to my friends but got no response. I went back into the store. I realized that the Dyson Dc15 vacuum cleaner was no longer there. I began to panic and call out to my friends, but got no response. But then I heard a disfigured mechanical noise and the sound of wheels rushing at me. I looked behind me and saw it was the vacuum appearing to move on its own. I ran away full speed, flashlight in hand, screaming like a baby. I soon came across a broken window and jumped out like my life depended on it. But as I landed, everything went black. A few minutes later, I saw my friends huddled around me. They asked what happened, to which I responded that the vacuum was haunted. They chuckled and said there was no such thing. I know what I saw, but I have no proof. Although none of my friends believe me, I believe that at that appliance store, there was another presence with me that night.